So I started off by making this extra short stiletto. This nice. Let me see if I can adjust this. Sorry. And they glow. So let's just get a peek of the glow of the short stiletto. This is the glow of the short stiletto that I made. And then this is the result of the set I was doing yesterday. If you saw the TikTok live, I kind of feel like this lens is not. Is that better? I don't know, I feel like you can't really see the. Ooh, that's almost good. But it's like abstract design. Anyway, this is extra short round. And this is how those glow. Get that from over there. These glow pink. I didn't leave these in as long, but you get the idea. They glow pink. You see the difference. And today I am going to design a extra short coffin set. Now this time I'm gonna try. We did regular stamping with this, double stamping. So the background was one stamp, and then the lining was a different stamp. So we already done that method, and then this was a different plate altogether, just stamped on every nail. And today I'll be using iGel Beauty's Chrome Base. This glare is killing me. That's nice. iGel Beauty's Chrome Base, and I'm going to go over those with probably this. I think I like this Chrome Merry Dancers better. You can kind of see. It's like a blue, turquoise, teal, green with shimmer and gold. I really love how that gold stands out. And then this was a darker, like teal. But because this is the color we're using today, I think, let me show this color. I think this is going to be a better complement for this gel. I was saying this is my first time using this brand, LB, but it is thermal and glow, so mood change and glow gel. And so the gel will change colors from this light turquoise into like a blue green, into like a sky blue, and then into like a lavender almost. So I'm excited, but I thought this would show better on that. I think this would just contrast more than what I'm going for today. And I did not pre-prep these nails, so this will be a uh, full tutorial. And I really want to say, you know how people make get ready with me? This is like make a set with me. Not like a tutorial, because I am open to comments and suggestions, tips even, if you have like a better way that you do things. So the first thing I'm doing, I do use Opry gel nails, and that I am actually wearing them now. This is a Halloween set that I did. This one is like a spider web. I wish I could get closer and show the detail. I just can't get it to focus. Anyway, a big spider web, and then I went into crime scene. These are like muddy boot prints, and then the red gel outline, as you can see, is thermal also. My favorite kinds of gels are thermal and glow. So it goes from this light red into this deep dark red. And as you can see, my nails already growing out, so I'm about ready to change these. I'm going to finish out the week though. This one has like crime scene tape. I don't know if that's better or worse. Ooh, let's try that one. Crime scene tape. So this top one says police, and then it goes into danger, the danger tape, and then the last one is crime investigation. So then I did the handprint sliding down the wall, and then I wrote help in thermal gel as well. So when I get cold, the red turns like this deep red, and it's HELP. I thought that was really funny. And then the last one just says boo. So anyway, back to this nail set. So opera nails. So sometimes I can get nails that don't have this little tip on the end, this roughness. But if you work with nails a lot, you just know to be mindful of that little hump that is typically at the top of the nail. Ooh, sorry. That is typically at the top of the nail. Sorry, that was getting a little loud for me. So two things. I recently changed what I use on the stands. I used to use this putty. I'll show a piece of it. This nail, well, it's not even nail putty, but this tacky putty that everybody, you can see I have a ball of it on standby that everybody normally uses, but it gets messy to me after a couple uses. So I just switched my nail stands to these double-sided dot sticky tapes that I grabbed from Amazon. They came in a pack. They have them at Walmart too. They came in a pack of so many sheets of them. And so I just put them on the stands. And to be honest, it does hold my nail a lot better in place. And I have less of the overage. Sometimes with the putty, I put too much. It's just usually a hassle. Another thing I love that I switched to is moving from these, which of course they're going to stay on now that I'm recording, but usually if you use these a lot, you know how easily they come off. Like the magnet is not. Now listen to the difference of this. It almost snatches out of my hand. It's just such a better magnet, and I love the ergonomic design of this. It's much more comfortable in my hand when I'm polishing, as y'all will see in a moment when I get to polishing them. It's just a lot easier. But for now, let me go ahead and finish. This is a double-sided 180, 100, 180. Also from Opry. I do have a local nail shop that I have found where I only like going there if I'm making a set and I don't want to wait to receive the items in the mail, because I do a lot of online shopping. But here lately, as y'all know, Amazon has not been. The 2 days, I rarely get my things in 2 days, and I'm still paying for 2 days shipping. So that has been a little frustrating. I think this is a 0. Yeah, 0. There's a 0. So I did find a local nail shop, and when I'm in a rush or in a crunch, need something quick or now, I just run there. Oop. I really love the Attitude Shop, and I wish there was an in-store local here. I'm in Northeast Florida, but I would literally live in that store. I also like the nail company. I order a lot from them online as well. They have a good variety of brands to choose from and products. And although I'm not a licensed nail tech, even if you create press-ons or if you're a DIYer at home, you can still find a lot of good products there, quality products there. And it's called The Nail Company. The other one is the Attitude. Instead of Attitude with 2 T's, it has 2 D's. Those are 2 of my favorites. Okay, so next I just go in and dust the nail. You'll see that I do like this too, because sometimes the dust will hide like right under the tips, if you can see. Probably not, because this camera. But if it's a hard to get, I sometimes do this. Just turn the nail upside down and it really gets up in there. I also have a short makeup brush that I used to use on my nails. And I like that because the bristles are a little stiffer. Then this is a lot fluffier, but it gets the job done. So I'll do a brush off like this quickly, and then I'll go back over with an alcohol no lint wipe, just to make sure that when I go to put product on, there isn't any like lumps or debris hanging around. This one's being a little stubborn. All right. Smaller ones are a lot easy because they're smaller. Um, and if this brush is not from the Attitude Shop, it's from the nail company. I know it's definitely one of those because, again, those are the two most common online nail um, companies that I shop with. And then I don't need a lot, but I'll just go and wipe it down. Wipe it down like so. I did notice though, not too much, because sometimes the alcohol will get underneath or around the edges of the nail and it just leaves this white cloudy streak. And does it mess up the nail? No, but it's just annoying to see. Like this. See that? It's just annoying. It doesn't hurt the nail at all. I just don't like it. And I do put this wipe to the side, as you can see, because as I'm going in with stamping, I will reuse that if it's just a quick mess I need to clean up or something like that. Because these products, especially now in today's economy, every penny counts, and the cost adds up quite quickly. So anytime you can reuse something or make better use of something, just be mindful. And then I like using this primer by Opry, of course. And I like it to rough up the surface of the nail and remove the shine. It just saves me more time than buffing the entire nail. I do days off. I get in my zone. So enjoy the music. Sorry, I'm so quiet, but I just go in on top of the nail. I'm just enjoying my last week. I'm returning to work next week after being laid off since July of this year. So I'm pretty excited to get back in the groove of things. I'm really excited to be able to financially support my family again. That's really what it is. Nobody's really excited to work for somebody else unless, it's like your dream job or your passion, but I do enjoy what I do, and I am helping others. Um, so I won't complain. I learned my lesson because these months have been so trying, but we definitely made it through. You can kind of see, I think, the difference. Like, look at the surface of this nail and the surface of that. You can see how it looks a little scratched up, a little rough, and that's what you want. Just a little. You want to disturb the shininess. And this primer actually is a little stickier than other primers from other brands that I've tried. Um, so it does help. I still go in with a base coat. Um, I know a lot of people don't, but when I started making press-ons, I started with base, and it hasn't, steered me wrong. Like, I don't get complaints that the polish is cracking or peeling when I use base coat. So if it's not broke. Okay, so next, this is the last. Check something really quick. Okay, and then I think this one is, I've used it so much. I still see some in there, but it's definitely at the bottom of the barrel. Definitely at the bottom. But I have another brand that I can use in the meantime while I wait to get this replacement. Now I do order my Opry products directly from the site for a couple reasons. I love the rewards. Um, They do have really great sales when they do have sales. And then the in-store cost is just like, this would be like $14.95 in the store. Like, what? And I'm going to use my eye gel. Jeez. Eye gel base. I don't know if you can see it. I feel like the glare from this light is insane. Here. This was on there when I got it from the store that I was just talking about. I don't really know what it is, but it didn't affect the product in any way. So anyway, so this is really full, so I have to be careful. I am smelling something with this base coat that I don't recognize. It's not a strong odor, but I can definitely tell that it does have a little smell, which is usually not common with other base coats that I've used. You want it doesn't need to be a thick layer, but it should be smooth. Ooh, that is awful, isn't it? It's like with this camera, the further away, the better. That's crazy. It is a webcam though, so it's not like a high powered anything. Um, but it gets the job done. I'll try with my phone next time, because that Google Pixel camera is everything they said it would be. I love it. So I'll probably just try with that next time and see how close I can get. I usually prefer this angle. Like, let's see if I can. Do you like this view better? You can kind of see my screen and everything in the background, but anyway. Whoop. I don't know if this is better or worse. I don't know. I just feel like you know how normally you can adjust the film on here? Anyway, because I'll be here adjusting all day. Um, this was not planned either, so I didn't quite like troubleshoot and test out a lot before I did it because I will talk myself out of it real quick. And I don't know why I'm so nervous or I get shy going live sometimes. I don't know. But just the fact that everything's happening in real time. So the mistakes, the kids in the background, all of that. It's like there's no edit. Raw and uncut. And that is nerve wracking, but it's real life. So You can really see what I was saying about the alcohol now. All of this white cloudy that you see on the nail is not polish. It's just a chemical effect of me wiping the nail with alcohol, which tells me I probably used too much of it. Um, but no harm, no foul. Doesn't mess up the nail in any way. So I do want this on top. And now we're going to go in with this gel. I want to see if this is a little bit of the moonlight. Let me just see. Maybe this is just too much glare. I don't know. I feel like I like this better because I can see. I can see better. Let's just get rid of it. Anyway, now I did notice this gel does get bubbly if I shake it too much. So I try to stir it instead, and that was my version of stirring with my hands. This is the gel we are working with. This is a shade. Isn't that so gorgeous? So I'm going to go in with a thin layer first. And then on the second time around, let me flip this stick. On the second time around, I'll do a thicker. I'll do a thicker coat the second time around. Mm. I like the shade. It's just I wish it was showing more clearly on this camera, guys. I'm going to get this figured out. I'm really going to get that figured out. Very, very thin. Very, very thin. I get in my head when I'm doing nails, y'all. That's why you hear the silence. Do y'all just daydream when you're doing nails? Because I do it so much, it's like second. I don't have to really think about what I'm doing. My hands kind of just do it. So my mind definitely checks out. Anyway, then, 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 then. I can tell I got some of the sticky on that side, so I'm going to end up having to clip that afterwards, but it's no biggie. I can just file it off, file the excess product off. But that's another reason why I like those stands, because no matter how small the nails are, they even have smaller, which I'll show when I get to one of those. For the smaller sizes, they have smaller pegs so that I don't have that problem. So I have two more of those in the cart, but I think I'm gonna order 8 more so that I'll have a total of 10 of those for a multiple set. Just for an example, oh, you can see the peg on this one. You see how small this peg is compared to the length of that one? It's shorter. So these are meant for the smaller size nails, and they give you 2 on each stand. But because I'm not doing a typical 10 nail set, I'm doing a full what I call a ready-made sizing kit, which is 2 of each size. I just grab 2 of my extra nail stands just so I don't have to finish these and then take them off and then do more nails. I can just do them all at one time, just for the sake of time. Now, one of the tricks I did notice is I want my gel to dry evenly. And because this nail stand is longer than my nail lamp, even when I put it in diagonally, there's like 1 or 2 nails that doesn't get completely dry the first time. So I'll do 5 nails and then dry that in and then come back and do the other 5. And while I'm letting these dry, I'll start on 5 on the other stand, like this. So I finished 5 on that half. I'm going to let those bake. And while they are baking, I'm going to do 5 on this stand. That was actually nice coverage for a top, for a first coat. So when I first tried these gels, it's a live that I did on TikTok, one of my very first lives. And I was complaining about the gels so much because when I first opened them, They were just so thick and clumpy. Some of the brush bristles were like a bad hair day. And they are really chalky gels. I know they're chalky though because they are thermal and glow. So I didn't like the consistency of them, but I had did like a multicolor set that day, and when I tell you, every time I looked down at my nails, they grew on me more and more. The gels just grew on me, and so now I really like the color. And you can see this is just fresh out the lamp. Look how light this blue is, and then how dark this is. So this is warm. Remember, it just came out of the lamp, and this is cold because in Florida it's freezing. What we call freezing anyway. But oh, 1 second. Um, this is a really pretty blue. And so I'm happy now that you see that. I'm happy that I chose this. It's going to complement it so well. And now I just had a great idea. I'm going to do a Christmas set with this blue and this and snowflakes. I have a snowflake, like a Christmas theme plate that it has big flakes on it. It has some small ones too, but I'll show that. But I just had a great idea to do that on, and this will be a perfect blue. Um, Last year, I used a thermal gel that was like dark blue, and I did white flakes, and I love that was one of my favorite holiday sets. But that just gave me a great idea. And that was the point that I was trying to like. I love the traditional themes and traditional colors, but I just like fun, bright, bold gel nails. So that's where neon nails came from because I just like neon colors, the nightlife, glow in the dark, all that fun. And so every time I would go and get my nails done, I would get like bright orange or lime green or neon yellow. And that's how the idea was born. That's how the idea came about. Let's see how peaceful this is. I really get lost in it. And I'm not always this boring, I swear, but there are so many changes happening all at once, and my mind is just elsewhere. This is like my peace. This is my calm. The kids are in bed now. Actually, let me turn this music down. The kids are in bed now. So the house is quiet. This is just a peaceful time. And this is what I mean when I say I go in with a thicker coat. And you want to just drag the gel this time. Like try not to press down on the nail. And then you can see what I meant here. It's attached to that sticky, but again, I'm going to just file that down when I'm done. I love this shade. And I'm really excited because I know that the snowflake idea that I just said is going to look so good on here. And because it glows also, oh, it's going to be so cute. Oh, it's going to be so cute. And because this is thicker gel, I'm just going to hang it for a bit. I want to show the two shades of blue that you can see. But I'm going to let that hang for just a second so that that gel evens out. Now, Opry gel is a thicker, to me, a thicker consistency, and it self levels out, if that makes sense. Like I'll grab a bottle and I'll pop this in the toaster in the oven quick. I do want these to be even so I don't have to buffer file anything. So when you look at the nails, you will see lumps and bumps. So you'll know before you pop it in the oven, because once it's hardened, you'll have to file or buff it evenly. This is what I mean. Um, let's do this red. This is Opry. Look how thick. See how thick that gel is? Even right out of the bottle. It's not dripping all over the place. Look. So okay. It's really cute. This one leveled out pretty nicely. I don't see any lumps, thankfully. That is 5. Ooh, let me level. I almost forgot. See? Almost forgot. All right. So we are getting to the fun part. Let me do. I see a build up on this one that I'm just going to wipe off since I noticed that um, it wasn't moving. The rest, I think, look good to me. So just check out your nails. Look at them from all angles. Look at the gel and how it's settling before you pop it in the oven. And when you're satisfied, pop it in. Oh, I was just about to complain about that bubble, but y'all saw it went away on its own. I didn't even have to mess with it. Oh, there it is. Wipe that off. All right. We got 5 more and then we can get to the fun part. And we're off to the races. All right, so I see another clump on this nail, so I'm just gonna go in while it's still wet. Okay, I think I'm going to swipe at this one too. I don't know if that was showing on camera, but it was lumpy a little more than it should be. All right, so reusing this alcohol wipe from before, especially if nothing is on it. If nothing is on it, girl, reuse your wipe. Save your money. See a little bit of that gel is coming off, can you tell? That's why it's so important before you start doing anything, just give it a little, give it a good little wipe. I'm just going over with my brush because like before I was saying, this gel is very chalky. But it's okay, we're gonna get through it. I am gonna grab a new square for these. All right, now that that's done, we can get to the fun part. Now that nail, I was just scraping it. I'm gonna go and re-wipe that. Yeah, as you can see, that's much better now. All right, now fun part is picking a design. For this, I want something that's like full coverage on the nail. Um, so I'm probably gonna go with one of these foliage ones. Um, those are more layered stamps, so I'm not gonna do those. But just looking through these plates, I want to see if any of them jump out. Um, I don't like that one. I think this is a little too intricate. I just did shapes. I just did something similar to this on the other design. So I'm leaning more to this plate versus this. This has a lot of like full coverage. I know this is only the shiny parts or was the gel is going to shine through the shiny parts, and I kind of want it to have a nice glow effect. So I need more open space, which brings me to this. Um, I really love this design. I think that's the one I'm going to go with. Um, I kind of like these flowers too. But yeah, let's go with that. So, because I have used that before, first I am going to clear this off with, don't ever use acetone on your on your nail, please. But because I didn't clean it well from the last time, I can see it's probably not picking up on camera, but I can see leftover stamping polish from when I didn't clean it so well. So I'm just going to go in with acetone and make sure I start with a very, very clean surface. Another thing is I'm going to reuse um, we'll see. I may have to keep re-scraping for each nail, but hopefully I can reuse a design on multiple nails. So we'll see how it goes today. So this technique that I have grown to love, I get to use. Let me tighten that a little bit. Of course, start with your matte coat, just so you can get a clean design. I am going to do this on all nails. Normally I pick just a few accent nails to do a design on, but I really love this pattern, and I think having that chrome and glow effect on all the nails is just going to make it pop more. So I am going to go ahead and Do it on every single nail. Ooh, you see that? That's a clump. I probably am going to switch to another brand of mat. I think I have Opry mat. Let's see, I do. Let's use Opry mat. Look, they just don't disappoint. They just have the formula perfected. They just have the formula perfected. Um, Even down to now, they are HEMA free and TPO. I believe it's TPO. I think I'm doing the letters right. Free for all of the gels. To re-release all of your gels, that's amazing. That's amazing. Okay, yeah, I got it off. All right, so Mhm. All right, now I'm gonna go in with the Agile Beauty Chrome Base. So I just put a thick layer on the design that I want. And you still scrape it just like if you're doing a regular stamping design, right? You pick the design up. I don't know if that's showing really well on the camera. And you just stamp it on the nail. Now with this, I will say that I bake pretty quickly after I stamp because, ooh, depending on how deep the stamp is, sometimes it will start to spread and you don't get like a crisp print. And now, because this is so wet and sticky, I do dab it on the paper towel and then I clear it on. This is a lint roller from Dollar Tree. I ain't even gonna lie. And then you just rinse and repeat. Now, a lot of people will, preach, oh, wipe your plate off between each stamp. Listen to them. But because I don't have product to waste as many that I can do, I will do. Okay, so now I won't get that plate too close to the lamp, but I do want to show how I quickly go in. Remember, we're doing this, and I like to pour a little bit in the lid so that I'm not dunking deep into this jar. Sit that out the way so I don't knock it over. And then you literally just take some of this, and this is a raised design now, if you can tell. You'll be able to see it in just a moment. Isn't that so beautiful? This is my favorite type of nail art now. Now I am gonna grab my thicker. Um, this is the thicker one I was saying. It's just more sturdy, and it was a makeup brush from somewhere, I don't know. And then you just brush it off the excess. Look at that. Oh my gosh, can you even tell? The way that you can't even see how beautiful this is annoying me. Oh, you can't even tell. Oh, that is annoying me. Okay, I think this is the best that I can get it now, but I will post, of course I'm going to post pictures. Okay. And then you rinse and repeat. Now I still have a lot of product on here, so I am just going to go back on here. And I do have several. I'm trying to see. I think I've used all the good raised points. So I'm going to go ahead and redo this one. But that gave me a good 3 nails before I had to redo it. Okay. it's just rinse and repeat. Um, so I've been on here for a while, and the rest of this is pretty much the same. I am going to quickly just top coat one nail just so you can see the finished product, and then I'll post a picture tomorrow of the completed set. But it is getting pretty late. So for top coat, I also use now iGel Beauty No Cleanse top coat. It quickly became my favorite after my Opry non-white top coat. This has like a drop left in it, and it's the larger size, and I just have to order a new one. So when I went to my local nail shop that I was just telling you about, this brand had a lot in there. So I just picked it up because I love their chrome base. So as you can see, I just put a drip at the top. With any nail art, you want to just glide over it so that you don't mess up the design. That is gorgeous. I wish y'all could see how perfect that is. You will in the picture. I'll do a very, very close up, but that is the design that we did today. I think you can kind of see it better in this light. Ooh, that's good. So yeah. And there are 10 seconds left. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And this is the end result. That is gorgeous. I'm so glad that I chose this chrome, and you can see the gel color change right now. This is actually a lighter blue. So when I do the pictures, I will do the final pictures with the gel, the thermal effect, and then I'll do one before the thermal effect, just so y'all can see it both ways. But thank you so much for enjoying this video. I will be posting more make a set with me. And hopefully I won't be so distracted next time, and we'll have a really good time. So see you then later.